Great. Hi, I'm gonna I'll wait a couple more minutes, see if anyone else gets on. If not, we'll get started. Okay, we'll go ahead and get started. And maybe more people will filter in, but if not, my name is Samantha. I'm teaching this adult ballet class from 7 to 8. I've never actually taught the adult ballet class at Royal Grace yet, but I know with adult classes, if you're going to be watching this after class at home online, usually our adult classes can cover a range of beginning adults to more advanced adults to adults who are just trying to take ballet to get themselves moving. So this class will be pretty somewhere in the middle, like very moderate. If there's anything that you need to adjust or do differently, then please feel free to do so, because all of our adult classes are really just for you and whatever you want to work on. So we're going to start with a bar in the center, and then we will move into some stretches before we do more center activities and a little bit of strength training at the end. So we'll go ahead and get started. I want to cue up some music. Okay. So the first thing, oops, sorry. Okay. So first we're going to start off with our pliés. So feel free to grab onto any furniture you would like, but the center activities are going to be catered so that you can do it without a bar. So first we're going to start out with some pliés. So I'll show my top half just because I'm sure you'll know what pliés are. You're going to start with your feet in first. And you're going to do 2 demi-pliés and 1 grand plié, and then port de bras forward all the way down to the ground, toe toes, back up. Sorry, there's something on my carpet. Ew, sorry. Back up, and then you'll rise in first with your arms in fifth, and then tendu to second, and you'll repeat that. So 2 demi-pliés, 1 grand plié, and then you'll reach over to your left side and rise in second, lower. Then we're going to tendu to fourth. In fourth and fifth, because you might not have a bar at home and it might be tricky for you, we're not going to do any grand pliés. So you'll do 4 demi-pliés, and then a stretch to the other side, and rise, hold, and then tendu to fifth, again, 4 demi-pliés, and cambre back. When we go on the first side, you'll cambre with your head to the right. When we reverse it and go on the other side, you'll cambre with your head to the left. So yeah, that way we're even on both sides. Really make sure that since we are in the center, you might not have a bar, to keep from falling over or anything, make sure you're really holding in your stomach, shoulders back, chest lifted, tailbones tucked in, and also really concentrate on your port de bras, because sometimes we forget about our arms and only do our legs. So yeah, go ahead and get started feet in first. I'm going to press the music and we'll get started. 7. If you're not comfortable going to ground, you can do 2 more tummies instead. Again, feel free to rest to 2 more tummies, keeping your back straight. Really make sure your chest is lifted and your thighs are really squeezed together. Alright, on the other side. Okay. Squeeze it over, sorry. Why isn't it playing? Sorry. Okay, other side, I think. So feet move first. Make sure your abs are in, tailbones tucked, shoulders down, chest in, head lifted, fingertips stretched. Get the next one queued up for our tendus. So we're just going to do a nice slow tendu. We'll move y'all down here. So we're going to start with our feet in first, and we're going to go tendu 1, close, in, close, in, close, and then tendu, flex, point, close. And we'll repeat that front side, back side. So tendu, close, and close, and close, tendu, flex, point, close. Then to the back, tendu. So move my carpet. Okay. So to the back, tendu, close, and close, and close, tendu, flex, point, close, and then one more time to the side, tendu, close, and close, and close, tendu, flex, point, close. Now we're going to do all of that again. Sorry, it's really dark. I wish it could be brighter. Then we'll do all that again, starting from the back, and then also instead of tendu, flex, point, close, you're going to have metatarsal, point, metatarsal, close. So it'll look like tendu, close, and close, and close, metatarsal, point, metatarsal, close. And you'll do that en croix, the other way around. So just to talk about some positions real quick, this is our tendu devant, tendu à la seconde, tendu derrière, and when we do front side, back side, that is called à la seconde, and sorry, not à la seconde. What am I looking for? Sorry, I just taught a class. En croix, there we go, in the shape of a cross, en croix, sorry. So we will do that, and then after the entire exercise, we're just going to hold first and balance at the end. So again, all of that is tendu, close, and close, and close, tendu, flex, point, close, en croix, and then reversing it, this time with a metatarsal, point, metatarsal, close. So let me make sure our song is queued up. Perfect. Sorry, it's really hard switching back and forth with me, this music and stuff. All right, here we go. First position. Tendu, close, in, close, in, close, tendu, flex, point, close. Once more slide. Create your rise and balance and hold into the next song. Really push those heels forward. Yes. Good. Sorry. Okay, sorry. A couple things to talk about real quick. The reason we do the metatarsal and the flex foot and stuff is that we're really trying to work through our feet, so that's why this exercise is more slow. It's really to get all the muscles in your feet working so that when we get to the center and we do jumps and stuff like that, your feet are nice and warmed up. Second, I just wanted to talk about in our releve, when we go up, you want to make sure that you're not really putting any weight on these pinky toes, otherwise your feet are going to be sickled, which is this shape that people sometimes make with their feet. So you want to make sure your heels are completely pressed forward and you're all the way up. Those heels are as high up as they can get. And then this isn't something I mentioned before, but for arms, since you cannot see my arms, you can either hold them in second position or you can just put your hands on your hips. It's whatever you are comfortable with doing. So we're going to go on the other side. So start with your feet in first. Sorry, start over. And we'll start over on the left. Ready? 7, 8. Make sure you're lifting the inside of your feet. Yay, and rise, pushing those heels forward. We're going to go into our dégagés. Dégagé means to disengage. So just like our tendus, we really want to make sure that all the energy is coming from our toes, and our toes are simply pointing so hard that they have to just bounce off the ground. So we shouldn't be lifting, I'll show y'all, but we shouldn't be lifting from our thighs or our calves. We should be lifting completely with the power of our toes. That's what's going to build up that strength and help you with your jumps. So let me find our song. Okay. Let's have that queued up. All right, also, I forgot to mention, but I do have a sprained ankle, so if it looks like my feet are not properly pointed, that is why my ankle is particularly bothering me today. So yes. All right, so we're going to start with our feet in first, and we're going to have dégagé out, in, and 1, 2, 3. Then piqué, piqué, close, rise, and lower. So make sure that the music kind of starts right away. So this is actually going to be on and 1 and 2. So don't hold off on that first half beat. And then piqué, if you don't know what piqué means, it is to prick. So with this, all we were doing, I'll go to the side so you can see, but you were just very lightly touching the ground. So this is great for building up strength in your leg because you're really practicing that pop, and you're not really putting any weight on it or anything. You're just pricking the ground. That's why it has its name, piqué. So again, that is out, close, and 1, 2, 3. Then piqué, piqué, close, and then we have an élevé here, rise and lower. We will do that en class. So side, and 1, 2, 3. Piqué, piqué, close, rise, lower, and then you'll go derrière, and then back à la seconde. On these fast dégagés, what's really going to help you get your leg in, is if you really squeeze your bottom. So make sure you're really squeezing and also pulling up through the abdominals, and that's what's going to allow your leg to snap back into place super quickly and keep your leg from kind of flopping around. So one more time, it's just 2 slow dégagés, 1, 2, 3, piqué, piqué, close, élevé, lower. And then at the end of it, if we have remaining music, we will rise and balance, this time in coupé. So in our coupé, we're just going to have our pinky or our big toe right at the ankle with our heel pressed forward. It's not leaning back like this at all. That's really bad for your foot. So pressing it forward in coupé, and we'll hold that balance there. So yeah, go ahead and get your feet in first, and we'll go on the right side first. I'm pressing play now. close, 1, 2, 3, peeking, close, up, down, and close, 1, 2, 3, peeking, close, to the back, I'm going to start that over on the other side, so feet in first. Okay, we're going to go into some rond de jambes. Rond de jambe means circle of the leg. Awesome. Okay, so these are going to be our rond de jambes, like I just said, which means circle of the leg. So if you've never done these before, we tendu out, and then we bring it all the way back behind us, and then slide it back in through first before going out again. So we're going to start in our 5th position this time, and we're going to go one slow rond de jambe and plie. So we'll have front, carry side, carry back, and straight, and then we'll have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and then we're going to have plie, carry around and straighten, plie, carry around and straighten, and then 1 rond de jambe en l'air, which means rond de jambe in the air. So really slow, just barely off the ground. 5, 6, 7, back to 5th, derriere, and then we'll do all of that again, reverse. So 1 slow and demi plie, 2, 3, straighten, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, plie and straighten, plie and straighten, and then 1 on l'air, close 5th. Then you're going to port de bras all the way down to the floor, 3, 4, and then cambre back, 6, 7, 8, and then plie to passe. I'll move it up a little bit so y'all can see. Plie to passe on either releve or flat-footed, whatever you want to do. And yeah, that'll be it. So real quick, again, that is 1 slow rond de jambe to straighten, 4 regular rond de jambes à terre or on the floor, and then plie to straighten, 1 slow on l'air, close back, reverse, and then port de bras front to cambre back, plie, and passe, either releve or on flat, and hold. Make sure when we do our rond de jambes, we really want to focus on getting that heel down and really pressing it front. That way we get our nice turnout, so we're not getting lax on this foot and allowing this to happen, and also that we're not, we always want to make sure we get the heel on the ground, so we're passing through first every single time. So go ahead and get your feet in 5th position, right foot front, and we'll get started in 3, 2, 1. So 5th. So plie front, side, back, straighten, and give me 4. Plie, straighten, plie. One more. Close 5th. Before we go on the other side, let's just talk about the passe real quick. We really want to make sure with our passe, it's the same as I mentioned coupe, but we want to make sure that our heel is pressed forward and it's not glued to our leg at all. It should just be barely touching. We don't want to put any weight on it. And that knee should be completely out to the side and the toes just above your kneecap. Yeah, we'll start on the other side. So left foot front, 5th position. Face the camera this way a little bit. Okay. Oh, oops, the wrong button. Oh, sorry. 2, 3, my bad. 4. And close 5th. Okay, so next we're going to be doing a elevate exercise that I do with all my classes because I think it's really good for your calf muscles. Let me find it. Okay. So all we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing some elevates in 1st, 2nd, and 5th. If you don't know the difference between an elevate and a releves you plie and then go up. And elevates, I like to think elevate, elevator. So instead of a plie, you just go straight up and straight down, just like an elevator, because elevators don't dip before they go up in the air. So we'll start in 1st, and we're just going to do 7, 2, 3, and we'll go all the way up to 7. On the last one, you'll tendu to your 2nd, and then you'll start 7 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, lower, tendu to 5th with your right foot front, and then you'll do 7 here. You're just rising. You don't have to come to susu or anything. Just rise up and down. You'll do 7 of those. Tendu to switch, and 7 more. So the thing I tend to see my students do is 1, they don't cross their 5th positions all the way, so they kind of leave it hanging like that. So make sure your heel is all the way covering your toe of your other foot. Another important thing for all of our positions, but especially in 5th, is that every time you go up, you want to think about pressing your heels forward when you come back down. Otherwise, this will start to happen, which is what we want. We want to keep our legs Nice, and turned out. So yeah, that's it. Just 7 elevates in first, second, fifth, and switching. So I'll press play in 3, 2, 1. 7. Really squeezing all the way down, resisting. 7, 1, do the second. Onto that right foot to fifth. Switch sides. And finish. Alright. And real quick, since we just did some elevates, we want to switch stretch our calves. So just stick that left foot behind you, keeping that leg straight, and bend on that right. Good. And rock back, stretch, bringing that right toe up. Good. And switch, so put that other foot back. And stretch. Good. Okay. Moving to another spot. I really can't do these in my room, but hopefully you can do these in your room. So we're going to do some bot mas. I'm going to be doing mine really low on the ground. They're basically going to be dégagés just because I cannot lift my feet high enough in carpet because of the traction. So we're just going to do a bot ma exercise that I'll mainly talk y'all through instead of me really showing, but I really think bot mas are just good to work on, especially as adults. We lose our leg strength sometimes. So we're going to go from first position and just simply do 4 en croix. So we'll have 4 to the front, 4 to the side, 4 to the back, and 4 to the side, and then we'll give it about a count of 8 and switch sides. So we'll go right into it. I won't stop the music or anything. And really make sure to keep your arms out and held. We forget about our arms a lot in really all of our bar exercises, but especially in bot mas. So make sure we don't let our elbows drop and we don't let our arms drop or do any of this stuff. It should be really held and strong. You should be able to push your arm down. It shouldn't fall or anything. So I'm going to get a song up real quick and then we will go into these. Okay. Get some water. Great. All right. Ready? So feet in first. 6, 7, 8, I'm going to give y'all 3 minutes to get water, use the bathroom, whatever you need to do, and then we're going to come to the center for some nice stretches now that we're warmed up a little bit from our bar. So we'll do some stretches, and then we will come back to the center for a couple more exercises. All right. Welcome back. We are going to now do some stretches in the center. I'm going to put on some soft piano music for stretching. Okay. So like I said before, this class is really for you. So if there's anything you want to stretch right now that I didn't get to, feel free to do that as well. Or you can do these stretches and feel free to modify anything that you would like as well. So first, we're just going to roll our head to the right. And to the left. And roll your shoulders back. And forward. And swing your arms back and around. Really opening up the chest. Good. And stretch side, side. And reach over to the right. And flat back. And down to the floor, nose to your knee. back leg for an extra stretch. And come back up, calm breath. Good. Now stretch down to your second position. Really push these knees out. Right shoulder forward. And switch to left. Good. And we're going to do some like calf exercises. I'm plugging in my charger. So real quick, you're going to go into your second position, and we're going to lift our heels off the ground one at a time. So 5, 6, 7, and 8. 1, 2. Feel free to keep your hands on your hips or out in second, whatever's best for you. 6, 7, 8, and lift. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and both if you can. If not, you can just pulse with flat feet or hold that stretch, whatever you like. Great. Come down to the ground. And let's put our feet in pike. And flex the foot. Rotate. Right. There's something in here. Sorry. So flex. Turn out. Right. Flex. Flex. Right. Close. Now lift your arms up and all the way down. Really push your lower back forward and try to get your back as flat as you can. Good. Now again, flex, turn out, point, close. Flex this time, reaching up and grabbing the tops of your toes. Take your heels off the ground if you can. Good. All right, we're going to come into our butterfly and stretch down. Really pushing the knees with your elbows if you can. Good. And now we will put our right leg on top of our left and stretch forward. And stretch over to your right side. This should really get your hips burning. And over to the left. And switch to put your left foot on top. And stretch forward. And stretch to the side. And roll your hands over to the other side. Good. Now, put your legs back out in front. Cross your right leg over and arm to turn. And switch legs. So really working our spine. Now let's come out to our straddle. So like as far as you can while keeping your knees facing the ceiling so you're not turning in. And let's go to face your right leg, move all the way down. over to the other side. Now I'm going to walk our hands down the center. Good. Real quick, we'll stretch out our splits. So just lunge on that right leg for me, making sure that the heel and the knee are in a straight line and you're not going over your heel because then that's not good for your knee. And stretch back. And slide into your split if you can. Split out. Good. Over to your left side. So lunge with that left foot front. And straighten that leg. And slide into your split. If this is too difficult for you, you can always slide into a calf split, so your knee would just be out here instead of straight behind you. And my left split's getting real tight. Great. Okay. Now just come into. We're gonna do a couple of cat and cows, which is kind of a yoga move, but it'll be really good for your spine and back. So cow. This is cow. So you're up, chest is lifted, head up, back is arched. And then cat, you bring it all in. Really think about drawing your tailbone to your spine. And back up to cow. I might have these reversed, might be cat the other way. This might be cat. I'm gonna call this cat. One more time. And again. And then just rock back to child's pose. Stretch over to the right side. And stretch over to the left side. And back front. Good. Okay. We're going to come onto our back real quick. And put our knees into our chest. And just rock back and forth. Now we're going to do 20 crunches just to get our abdominals engaged. You can either put your hands behind your head or cross over your chest. We're going to do 20, so make sure you get your shoulder blades off the floor and really draw in your abdominals. Really back to spine. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Now taking that right knee, and I want you to draw it across your body, and then stick your right arm out and look at the hand so you can put a nice abdominal twist. And let's go to the other side, so just really twisting. Good. All right, and you can come up and, we're kind of short on time. We're gonna do jump exercise. Actually, we'll do our balance exercise first. just because I want us to really work on our balances. Okay. So for balances, we are going to start in a parallel position. You can grab onto something if you'd like, but I encourage you to try to do these in the center because it's okay if we fall over. I'm going to fall over a lot probably, but we want to work on really engaging and balancing without any bar. So we're going to start with our feet in parallel, and we're just going to plie, hop up, hold, close. Plie, hop up, hold, close. Then we're going to plie, releve. See, yeah, I'm already falling over. Close, plie, releve, ooh, hold, close. Then we'll take a second and we'll turn out. And we'll do that whole thing again, but turn out. And then on releve and on releve. And then we're going to, actually, yeah, that'll be it. So you can just follow along. If you fall over, that is okay. So remember, we're starting in a parallel position instead of feet in first. 6, 7. So this is just flat. And now we rise. Alright, now take a second, feet in first. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Again, flat foot. Alright, let's go from fifth, and we're just going to go behind the band. So follow along. Legs to the back. And now forward. Let's switch the other side. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Flat foot. And rise. Play. Okay. Great. Stop that. Okay, and since we just have a couple more minutes, we're going to do a jump combination real quick. It'll be real simple, so we can catch on quick. Let's see. Okay. So I'm gonna show y'all just my feet. You can just keep your hands on your hips for this exercise, or you can hold them out in second. It's really up to you. But we're going to do 4 jumps in first. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 4 jumps in second. 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we're going to do 8 changement. If you don't know what a changement is, it means to change. And you're just going right, back, 5th, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then you're going to do 4 échappés, which means to escape. So second, close, second, each time landing in 5th, but changing your direction. And then rise and susu, hold for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you'll start again on the other side. So first, 2, 3, 4, second, 2, 3, 4, 5th, first time, or this time your left foot will come front. So 5th, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then échappé, échappé, switching your feet. And susu, hold 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great, y'all can just follow along and I will get started. So start with your feet in first. 6, 7, 8. Second. 5th, changement. Échappé. And susu. 5, 6, 7, first. And 0 to finish. Good job. that is about all the time we have for today. If you're watching this, thank you so much. I encourage y'all to come back, for the live one next week. It's every Monday from 7 to 8, and you can also check out our website because we have a bunch of other classes, and you can take any of the adult classes. So I hope y'all are staying safe and healthy in quarantine, and hopefully I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you.